with another disturbing truth. Now, today we go take a breakdown to water that you see right here. Now, they're basically pushing this so-called alkaline water on the masses. But they're trying to make it look like this one right here is better than the water that they're giving the masses. The same tap water they put in a bottle, fooling the dumb people. But we go get into that and break it down. We go first get to this alkaline water right here. As you can see, your so-called Dr. OZ right there doing the one eye symbol behind the glass. That's what it doing. 100% satanic puppet. And of course, it's a damn gatekeeper to tell you what to drink, what to eat, what's good for your body. Okay? Wow, dumb on.
Today, an investigation that will clear things up for you. What's the deal with all this alkaline water? This new...
And take a look at this person's body. Don't worry about the fucking fish head that's on it. You understand? Don't worry about the head. Take a look at the body. Look like he got a hip right there. And it look like he got breasts. Real breasts. Don't play around, people. This is a woman they call Dr. OZ on the masses. And of course, it's coded. The OZ is coded 100%.
Trend is everywhere, but what are the real benefits? We're about to reveal those results in our first ever one.
Watch his hand sign. You have to flash the 3 6s on you. The mark of the beast show you who control him, who put him on TV. Watch this right here.
Experiment to find out the answers. Is it more hydrating? Can it help with acid reflux?
It can't help with shit, people. It's nothing but the same tap water they give the masses. You understand? Give it a fancy name, alkaline water. And of course, a lot of people gonna jump on it. They even have smart water, people. What's the difference? I told you, there shouldn't be ingredients in water. That's the first mistake. And of course, people, you go see it right here. The water is not good. You understand? They tell you you need to drink water, H2O, to keep your body running on the normal level. But watch this right here. We go break it all the way down, show you where they get this so-called water from in a bottle. Let's go.
Make a difference. Here to help uncover the truth is Dr. Jennifer Carter, who knows so much about this stuff, has helped hype around alkaline water like I've rarely
seen. You sell a damn sodomite on the masses. It knows so much about this stuff. You believe it, people? Everybody they bring on is a part of the programming. 100%.
What is all the buzz about?
Oh, there's a lot of hype about it. In fact, alkaline water is everywhere, and a lot of companies say that it has a lot of benefits to your health. Now, they also say...
Just like everything else that they sell the masses, it got a lot of benefit for your health. It's nothing but garbage, people. Regular poison they have for the people.
These companies that alkaline water can also balance your pH. And many people feel like you have to balance your pH, or they do it or want to do it because they feel like it will help protect them against certain diseases or reduce inflammation.
Yes, water gonna do all of that for you. A special kind of water called alkaline. You believe it?
Protect against things like heart disease or obesity. But the big...
Heart disease and obesity. You go get that obesity. You go get that cure from water. Get out of here, people. It's bullshit. 100%. Another fake shit they bring to the masses.
Against things like heart disease or obesity.
Watch the hand sign. That's the devil horns. He's flashing right there on you. And of course, you can't take nothing from them.
The big question is there really science and evidence and scientific information to really...
And of course, once it got something to do with science, the masses take it and run. Think science is proven for everything. You better wake up, people. It's nothing but poison they give the masses. And of course, they're going to tell you it's scientifically proven.
Up these claims. That's the big question.
All right, so listen, before we even get to whether these claims are real or not, let's talk about what's actually
Watch how we move, people. Take a look how the Dr. Oz move. You can't tell me nothing, people. It is a woman in the purple shirt. Watch this how it moves.
Alkaline water. And how is it different from regular water?
Yes, so we've got our regular water. Plain old, good old water. Nothing's in it.
Yeah, notice all the ingredients, right? It's not empty.
Nothing, okay? Then we've got
regular water with nothing in it, people. And I told you already, you're not supposed to have these ingredients in water. But watch it gonna pass it off as something good right here. Watch.
Water here. So this is purified water, but it's got some extras that you can't actually see. Things like calcium.
Purified water mean they run it to a so-called filter, people. Of course, and most of the water that you see is recycled water. Wow, this is a damn joke right here, people. You put ingredients in it, or it's something that you couldn't get out of it. You could never strain it off, so it's still in there, or you something that you put in there to make it better. Dumb on.
Magnesium, potassium, and we've got something else.
Yes,
sodium bicarbonate, which is actually baking soda, believe it or not. And these are the ingredients that help make alkaline water more alkaline.
So you hear that, people? The alkaline water got all of these fucking poison in there. Just say it for what it is. It is poison. All that magnesia, all this dumb shit that they put in there, of course, is poison for the masses. 100%. No water with no recipe or no ingredients. Come on.
Less basic.
So it doesn't matter if it's there
Less
or not.
acidic.
Less acidic, right.
Acidic, yes.
But it's there, so just take that into account.
Yes.
So let me give you a breakdown of the pH scale that you never saw in school. Right. So first of all, it ranges from 0 to 14. Right. That's it. You got 14 numbers to pick from. 0 is the most acidic. 14 is the most alkaline. Now, foods like limes and pineapples, they fall on the acidic side.
Limes and pineapple. Watch this right here, people. Take a notice.
Foods like avocados and potatoes, they're more alkaline. Right. Tends to be the healthier foods are alkaline. Water is
Healthier food. Once you're talking about healthy food, don't ever mention potato in your damn mouth. Fooling the dumb people.
right smack in the middle, right? It's neutral. It's a 7. That's in between 0 and 14. Alkaline water falls in around 8 or 9. So it's just a little bit on this side. That's important for your
Bullshit, people, is some other bullshit they're selling you with this alkaline water. Of course, it's not better than the water that you see now.
water to be alkaline. Or does it really matter? Let's answer that. Let's go through the biggest health claims to find out if this water actually makes a difference.
you
The
got
first
more
claim,
people in
alkaline
there
water
again.
can neutralize your body. Rima drinks alkaline water because of that claim.
I do.
Why do you want to neutralize your body?
I read that it slows the aging process and increases energy. So for
You
me,
hear that, people? She so-called read that I guess it keep you younger. Wow, and increase energy. You believe that, people? I told you, just another brainwash for the dumb people. They always have one, no doubt.
that seems like a win-win.
Oh, yeah, who wants to age faster and have no energy, right? So we actually looked into whether drinking alkaline water could change your pH. So that's the first thing, right? Because if it changes your pH, maybe that has that benefit. And actually, I couldn't find a single study showing that it actually
You couldn't find a single study, but what you have to understand, people, if this is a doctor, eat my clothes. It's time for you to wake up. You believe it's a real doctor? Wow, why there's so many dumb people on this earth? You believe that this is a real doctor? No, it's not, people. It's a TV character they call OZ.
changes the pH in the blood. Now, I'm going to admit the fact that pH might change inside your cells, other things might be going on, but as far as the doctor can measure, we can't discern it. Dr. Cottle, why do you say that we don't need fancy water in order to maintain the pH?
No, and I agree. And I slowing the aging process sounds good to me too. Don't get me wrong.
Slowing the aging process with water. Dumb on.
But you know, the thing about it is our bodies do a great job of neutralizing and managing our pH on its own. It actually does it by itself, which is a really wonderful thing.
By the way, you look just fine. Young and
You
energetic.
do.
Right. Next claim, alkaline water is more hydrating. Now, to find this out, we set up an experiment measuring, well, we measured pee. How else can you measure hydration?
And watch this right here, people. Yeah, they're measuring pee and the color of pee according to what water you drink. Let's see this right here.
For 2 days, I had two of my brave producers drink regular tap water, and then for the next 2 days, they drank alkaline water. Now, all of the
They
days,
drink regular tap water for the first 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks, they drink this so-called alkaline water. And don't worry about it, people. It's fake experiment they're giving the masses just to brainwash.
drank the same amount of water. That didn't change. But they measured the amount that they peed, and they recorded the color, which gives you an idea of how dense it was. I've got Aaron and Hillary here. Thank you for being wonderful producers and for risking it all here. So I built a little urine
So
scale.
the fucking question is, do you just drink water or you drink other fluid? You just drink water. Wow, I told you, people, they would never give you no real study on TV. All fakers.
So you can track differences. And I get you guys are professionals, so we're just going to talk about it openly here. Did you notice any difference?
Well, first, Dr. Oz, we want to let you know we really did measure our pee. And we
Wow, they just want to make you know that they really measure their pee. You believe it, people? Yes, it's pee right here in this bottle.
Did that using this, and let me tell you, it was not easy at all. Every time I had to pee, I know, yeah, not this one, but every time we had to pee, I just like, oh, I need to, this.
Your family was okay with this?
Well, I mean, my husband was
You
a
know this is all orange in the background.
little bit hesitant, and then he actually tried it too, but don't tell anyone.
So we're going to share your data. We're going to reveal the pee measurements, but also your colors, right?
Yes.
So first off, walk us through what color you guys had.
So my color while drinking regular water was this. And my
And you believe them, people? It's nothing but trash they give the masses. And I tell you, that's a new fucking trend they're bringing with this alkaline water. Now let's get deeper. Let me show you what water is and how they do it on the masses.
We're going shopping in 4 cities across Canada. to test what exactly we're drinking. Thank you. Can I ask you a quick question for CBC? It's about bottled water. It's about bottled water. It's about bottled water. And we're asking, why do we drink so much of it?
I'll take a bottle of water to work with.
I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why we drink so much water. Because it was pushed on you, tell you water is good for the human being. You understand? And of course, that's the number one thing they're going to manipulate. Because I already know, people know already that it's good for them. You understand? And that's how they get you.
A bottle of water, it's just for convenience, so when I go out or I go to church.
Because I love the taste of it.
You love the taste of it, as you could see the New York Yankee had on for the number 6.
It has magnesium.
I like to drink this one because I think this one is the safe water than the tap water.
You think this is safer?
Yes, you rather the safe water than the tap water. Okay, so the bottled water is supposed to be safer than the tap water. Let's see.
Tap water.
Yes.
I don't ever drink tap water.
You don't ever drink tap water?
No, I never drink. Never.
Hold on. Let's go back. Hold on. Right here, people. Now, take a look at this one right here. It's Nestle. Right there. By the way, Nestle is 23 for your 2-3 numerology. But this one right here is the biggest culprit when it comes to water. You understand? They publish most of it. You understand? We go get into that and break it down.
Never drink tap water?
No, I never drink.
Wow. Is this a NASA shirt? Okay.
Never.
Do you think that this is cleaner than what comes out of the tap at your house?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
But how pure is it? We're going to find out. While I'm in Toronto picking up some leading
See that
brands,
Nestle?
colleagues are doing the same in Vancouver.
And don't worry about it, people. Most of those is the same Nestle. You understand? The same fucking brand, the Aquafina, the so-called same Nestle. You understand? You better wake up. That's how they do it. Disguise and make more competition. The dumb masses buy it.
Bottled in places like Aberfoyle, Ontario, and Hope, BC. Springing from municipal water sources in Vancouver, Peel, and Montreal. And from
And don't worry about it. None of those water actually come from a fucking spring. Of course it's bullshit, people. Time for you to wake up. They never get them from no spring. The ones they call spring water is just to trick the dumb people.
Coca-Cola plant in Calgary.
Coca-Cola plant. I told you already, people. It's time for you to wake up. It's them, the same fucking government people that want to kill the masses. Those are the ones who publishing these bottled water.
And Brampton. Some of it comes from the foot of the Laurentians and remote
Watch this, people, because it's important for you to see this right here. I just want you to get a hint of where this shit come from. Just watch.
Some of it comes from the foot of the Laurentians.
You see this right here? The foot of the Laurentians? Watch this right here, people. It's just a fucking dirty pond. You got it? That rain fall in it and full it up. It's no different. You understand? It's a damn pond they get the water from. So what they call spring water and calling it mountain water is bullshit, people. 100%.
And remote streams in western Quebec.
Remote streams. You know what they call streams, people? Wow, you better wake up. They never would have put stream on there. It's stream water. Why you put spring water? Why not put stream water or pan water? Of course they couldn't, people. Of course people would have known that they get that shit from a stream. Just water in a fucking pan. Just a hole that capture water they get it from. And they're showing you slow fake and everything on it. Tell you that it's mountain water, frozen mountain water.
It's all ending up here at McGill University at a lab that specializes in water quality protection.
Water quality protection? I don't think so.
Natalie Chivenji and her team are going to try to figure out if bottled water is as pure as the marketing suggests. So we brought you bottles of water from different places across.
And of course, it wouldn't be fitting if you don't have on the code in MC McGrill right there. McGill.
the country,
Wow.
different brands. How long does it take to actually do all that testing?
Well, it's definitely going to take us several weeks. We're going to add a dye.
Look like a damn man drag, but look at them purple gloves on. They're going to test the water and tell you the truth. They're going to test it all right. They won't tell you no truth.
To each bottle, we're going to filter that water, and then we're going to look at it under the microscope.
We've asked them to look for any signs of plastic contamination.
You hear that? Plastic contamination. Because one thing you have to know, people, that chemical compound that make a plastic is also in the human being body. Of course, it get through to your body by any means necessary, because that's what they use in almost every chemical that they feed the man.
Especially microplastics, small pieces of plastic debris in our environment, all there because of all of us. Like when we wash our clothes and they shed plastic fibers.
You hear that, people? So what the washing your clothes and the plastic fiber got to do with bottled water? I told you, people, it's the same water you're drinking. It never gone nowhere. You flush it down the toilet, tomorrow it come back in a bottle of water. Bam.
The daily wear and tear from our tires. The breakdown of bottles and bags. Trillions of tiny particles causing some very big...
Yes, because they're showing this right here. Look. Watch this right here.
The breakdown of bottles and bags. Trillions...
See what they show you right here? What do you think they're showing you this for right here? And tell you that plastic bags get in the water and it go end up in your bottled water. Why? This is where they get it. Any pond, any area that full with water, any running water coming down the stream, they use it for spring water. You got it? So you don't know what's going on up above this stream right here.
Particles.
You understand what I'm saying? It could be anything running in this stream right here, and they use it for bottled water. I guess they got the magic potion to get it, bam, clean, right away. Get out of here.
Causing some very big worries.
Pretty cool, eh?
Cool looking. But this sculpture at Toronto's Union Station puts things into perspective. It's made up of 12,000 bottles. The same amount thrown out.
Of course, 12 is according for your number 3.
Every 4 minutes in Ontario alone. Much of it ends up in the world's waters. In 30 years, they say, there'll be more plastics in the ocean.
What's his 30 years? But don't worry about it, people. They get the water by any means necessary. You understand? Of course, they don't get them from no spring. Just ponds of water. And even the seawater, they take the salt out. Basically, they extract the salt from it and use that same water right there.
Then fish.
Hold on.
There'll be more plastics in the ocean than fish.
There's gonna be more plastic in the ocean than fish.
Kids are learning about our impact on marine life here at Ripley's Aquarium in downtown Toronto. It's an amazing setting to underscore what's at stake.
Do you think the fish we eat have plastic in them?
Makes you wonder, what about the water we drink?
So the fish you eat got plastic in him because he eat the plastic that's in the water. Okay.
I catch up with Ripley's diving team to hear more.
I haven't been diving in a few years, so it's like got to sort of have it all come back to me.
They've experienced firsthand the threat plastics pose in the wild.
You ever seen plastic in the water?
I have. Unfortunately, even in the most remote places that you think you're far away from all the land of all the populations, you will still find plastics, unfortunately.
I did.
They always have recall of food that so-called got plastic in it. The same plastic compound. That's just how it is, people. All chemical in your body. Watch this right here. Wow. He actually doing the pyramid hand sign right there. Wow. Underwater. Come on.
Water Aisle with Allison Hunt.
So you have done every kind of marketing for every kind of product, seemingly.
Every aisle of the store.
Every aisle of the store.
She's a consumer researcher and former advertising exec who helped launch bottled...
You see this? This Evian and all of these shit right here. Pure water. All this shit that they give you, people, is the same. Come from a damn pond.
Water into Canada in the 80s.
Now that you've done that, what do you think of it?
I think if we knew then what we know now, we wouldn't have been as excited to work on the product.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, now that we're in a different climate, I don't think bottled water today would be launched. I can't imagine the meeting there would be like.
Yeah, but what you gotta understand, they know exactly what it gonna do, the exact outcome. They already know. That's the reason why they do it in the first place. They don't have to put the water in plastic bottle. It's the most dangerous compound they have on the earth because it can't break down. So what you gonna tell the masses? You have to use plastic bottle for all those fake water that you give them, fake spring water?
What if we put
tap water in bottles.
The rise of bottled water can be traced to the late 70s and this ad campaign for Perrier.
Yes, and of course, Perrier also owned by Nestle. You understand? This is one of the first bottled water launched out in America. And of course, it came from Europe. But here you go. Nestle come and buy it out right away. But I told you, all government companies to poison the masses.
Deep below the plains of southern France.
Southern France. You see, it come from France, so-called. And by the way, Nestle is also a European company that's run over the whole wide world. It's everywhere. That's what you need to
Spent
get.
millions convincing us its bottles were not only filled with purity, but sophistication and class.
And therefore more quenching.
Allison.
More quenching. And they get it out the same pan of water, the same puddle of mud they got it from.
Hunt's team took a similar path.
There you go.
The campaign that was launching the bottled water brand was about purity. And once that was established, then it was to make it a badge product that you look
So you see, it was purity, yeah, pure water. No, it's natural spring water.
drinking. Really, no one was drinking bottled water. And so the second campaign was about just putting the bottle in situations with interesting-looking people who just...
Yes, and I already told you, interested-looking people. Are you talking about the puppets that they made and use them to sell shit for the masses? And of course, you see one of those football player, basketball player, sitting there talking on the podium. He have a water post up or a Gatorade bottle, all to persuade the masses to buy these poisons.
Have to have a bottle of water with them.
There you go.
Big water.
Nestle, watch this right here. Pure life. Wow, I can't believe this right here, people. You need to wake up. The Nestle is one of the biggest fraud company ever. And plus, now they have their hands in your water.
Still pushing the purity angle in TV commercials and on social media.
You see, when it comes to the social media, they're showing you this fresh flowing water. Wow, and I'll show you the pan that it come from. But we go get to that later on.
And on their own labels, they pay big bucks to get...
Wow, there you go. Taste of purity. Do you believe it, people? They run this shit just to a fucking filter. Right here is filtered water. Right here. What are you telling the masses? It taste of purity? Pure what? Garbage?
Those front and center in convenient places. Funny thing is, in some cases, the water we
buy... your Coca-Cola for your 33.
Practically is tap. Dasani, for instance, acknowledges it uses local water supplies, while Aquafina's label says public water sources.
You hear that, people? Wow. Okay, so these two didn't lie. Right there. They didn't just never go into details, but listen again.
Local water supplies.
Local water supply. What is that right there? The same tap water? Wake your ass up. What does that mean? Okay, listen to what the other one.
While Aquafina's label says public water sources.
You hear that? Public water sources. So both of them come from the same tap. Wow. It's the same water, people. 100%. They just pour it in a bottle.
Filtered to become the taste of purity.
You see, it's the filter. Now it's the taste of purity. Dumb on, people. And look at all these pyramids right there. Of course, that's what it is. No doubt about it. Aquafina fucking coded.
Here, because we regularly pay dollars for something that costs them pennies to produce.
Pennies to produce.
It's been called the marketing trick of the century. Would you agree with that?
Well, in a way, yes, because it could come out of your tap and you could put it in a bottle, but you pay...
You hear that? It come from your tap. They just put it in a bottle, people. That's all they do. And don't worry about it. They also tricked me back in the days. From back in the days. Don't worry about it. A lot of people fall for this trick right here. Of course, you know that the tap water is no good, but they give you the bottled water and say, yes, there you go, fresh spring water. Of course, you go fall for it until you wake up with this bam. Of course, it's a fake shit. 100% in same water in the bottle coming out your damn tap.
Really high margins on it.
You know, on some level, it doesn't seem rational.
Who said people are rational?
Yeah.
Marketing serves to rationalize behaviors.
To give you the sense, yeah, this is a good idea. This is what you should do.
Yeah, or you this is a weird sentence, but you shouldn't not do it.
You shouldn't not
right?
do
It's
it.
like, why not? Water's good for you. It's
you hear that? Water is good for you, and that's why they have their hands in your damn pocket and poison you at the same time, because you believe them. Yes, water is good for you. Go pick them up. It's dumb shit, people. 100% question every fucking thing they tell
The
you.
paradox of bottled water is that what's in the
Well,
bottle is so good for you,
Mhm.
and the package it comes in is so bad for the environment.
So you just worry about the package that fucking up the environment, but not the fucking poison in the damn bottle.
We're at McGill University in Montreal, where they're testing top brands of bottled water.
Let's see.
Natalie Tavenci and her team have been searching for signs of microplastics. A special dye is mixed into the water, then carefully filtered.
And if you ask me, people, yes, of course they're going to find plastic in it. But what you have to understand, people, the plastic is not really a problem as far as you drinking the water. You got what I'm saying? The plastic is what fucking up the environment. We know that. But the plastic in this right here is not the problem that we talk about with the water. You understand? The water is poison. No doubt about it. 100% in. Because of the ingredients that they put in it. And of course, I told you, all recycled water you're getting. Recycle and pan water. Okay, and where you think that water come from in the so-called pan? We go get to that. Bam.
Michigan, a state surrounded by water, is drowning in controversy. For years, Nestle, the world's largest food and beverage company, has bottled...
The largest food and beverage company is the Nestle. You understand?
Michigan's water for next to nothing and sold it at great profit. Now, the state has greenlit the company's request to pump even more, despite widespread opposition. And
First of all, you can't opposite the government. You understand? There's no way you can be a real opposition and really stand out going against the government. That's what you need to remember. All of this right here is just a showcase for the dumb folks. You think you can stop Nestle? All right.
all Nestle has to pay for these millions of gallons of water it gets a year is $200. And this...
$200 they pay to pump the water from there. And don't worry about it. It's their land. 100% government shit is the Nestle. 100%. And look at this one in the plaid shirt. People don't get it. But the Nestle owned by the fucking government and the elite. 100%. You can't fight them.
In a territory where Native American tribes have treaty rights.
Native American tribe, you think they can stop them?
Perception around the world that Nestle goes into poor communities with lax regulations, entices them with
poor companies, poor communities. You better remember one thing, people. The land belongs to them. They're the one who sell it to the people fucking protesting. They're the one who sell the land to those so-called people. 100%. Every single piece of land was paid for. You understand? Of course, you have to buy it from them.
promise of jobs, and then takes their water, sells it back to them at a profit.
We have to go where the water's at. What do you think Nestle should do? Go home.
And of course, there you go in the orange shirt right there for Freemasonry. Yeah, Nestle should go home. Nestle is a worldwide product. Go home where? People just dumb. It's government run shit.
Switzerland.
About to Switzerland. You're dumb. Red from Nestle. Nestle water grab.
We're walking up to see the White Pine Springs well, where Nestle pumps 250 gallons of water a minute that it bottles under its
How
ice.
the fuck you know they pump 200,000 gallons a minute? How do you know that? That's bullshit, people. All coded. Let's go back.
We're walking up to see the White Pine Springs well, where Nestle pumps 250 gallons of water a minute that it bottles under its Ice Mountain brand. Despite massive opposition, Michigan has just approved Nestle's request to increase that amount to 400 gallons of water a minute.
Why you think the state would grant them that request to pump more? Why? It's the same fucking people running the state.
All Nestle has to pay for these millions of gallons of water it gets a year is $200, which locals here are furious about. John McLean has worked as a surveyor in this area for over 30 years.
Another McLean. One was McGill. Now it's McLean. There you go, people. All coded names.
He and Peggy Case are members of Michigan Citizens for Water Conservation, an organization that's been fighting Nestle for nearly 2 decades.
Yes,
So we're
to organize a group of people to fight Nestle, the government peoples. Watch the hand sign right there. It's the devil horns. And they can't fool everybody.
at Nestle's well over there.
That's Nestle's White Spring well.
And it's fenced
White
off.
Spring. And it's no spring there, people. Just a deep hole that capture rainwater. And of course, it's not clean by a long
Get
shot.
close to it.
You can get within 20 feet.
Since
Since 2005.
Take a look at this right here. Go back.
Spring well.
And it's fenced off because obviously we cannot even get close to it.
You can get within 20 feet.
since 2005.
There you go right here, people. Take a look at this. Now, if you're pulling water from this right here, you're telling me that it's clean? Is it sanitary to pull water from this right here, an open pond? Animals around, bird shit, every fucking thing? Wow. Are you kidding me, people? Don't tell me that bacteria is not in this water right here. Wow, so this is where Nestle call Frozen Mountain Spring. Come on.
Nestle has extracted more than 3.4 billion gallons of water from Michigan.
Number 7.
The state doesn't charge extraction fees for water like it does for oil and gas. And because Nestle owns this land, the company can
charge
take
you to extract oil and gas.
as much water as
it
it
on the masses.
wants for a $200 a year permit fee, if there's no harm to the environment. But locals here say the damage is...
If there's no harm to the environment, you think they give a fuck? The harm to the environment is the bottle of the water that they're selling everybody, and the bottles of water and the empty bottle all over. Okay? That's not destroying the fucking environment. Okay, that don't count.
Well, this is supposed to be the headwaters of Chippewa Creek.
Where it starts.
Where the creek begins.
Yes, so this where the so-called water was supposed to begin. And if you know what they call spring, people, is water springing out the ground, springing out rocks. There's no spring here. You understand? They said this is where the water used to be. So I guess there ain't much rain falling, so it ain't full all the way up. And plus Nestle's pulling more water every day. So this right here is the exhibit to show that the water was all the way up here. And you think it's a spring?
According to Nestle, there should be water here. Don't see much.
In order to grant Nestle's request to pump 400 gallons per minute, the state required the company to run its plan through a computer model, which determined there would be an adverse impact on the environment. But Michigan's Department of Environmental Quality, or DEQ, overruled those findings and instead...
All bullshit, people. I told you it's government. They're not gonna stop the progress. It says government. They don't really care about the small people. You better wake up. Their plan must go on. They're never gonna stop. Nestle is a big part of this programming and the dumb down of the masses, selling you this poison water and tell you that it's spring water.
...on data provided by Nestle to push the permit through. The final hurdle was a public comment period during which the DEQ was flooded.
All bullshit, people. All bullshit in these so-called conference. They're not real. They're
more
fake.
than 80,000 comments against Nestle's request.
3,000 coded.
Only 75 in favor. But they approved it anyway. Why are you opposed to what Nestle's doing here?
Well, we're opposed to bottled water, and we're opposed to privatizing water. They're taking the water, putting it in plastic bottles, selling it outside of the water.
I bet you none of y'all won't go there and drink out that fucking pond. Bet you. Of course I know. You're not gonna drink from that dirty pond, but you will buy the fucking bottled water. And it's the same thing. Bam.
Shed, and making a huge profit off of water that doesn't belong to them. The water belongs to the people.
Locals we spoke to accused...
Right. First of all, the land that it's sitting on is federal land. Federal and Nestle and all of them government people own that land.
Nestle of trying to cover up traces of environmental damage by offering to replace local infrastructure, like this culvert, where water environmental...
Look at this right here, people. What is this? Wow. This is not right.
Damage by offering to replace local infrastructure, like this culvert, where water markings show how levels have dropped significantly.
You see this right here? This is a wall that man made right there. You see that? You worry about the water level? This is a slime pan right here. They get the water from, put it in a bottle, Frozen Mountain water.
So the water used to be up that high, now it's this low.
2 feet higher.
Okay.
Which would have placed it up above the stones here.
So you guys, Michigan Citizens for Water Conservation, made noise about how you can tell the water has gone down. And right away, they offered to replace the
At
structures.
the next public meeting, they made that offer.
Do you want them to do that?
No.
Why?
Because it would destroy this evidence here.
Nothing but bullshit for the masses. There you go. That's the water in your bottle right there. And no telling, this is where the Nestle one come from. No telling where the rest of them bottled water come from. You understand? This is not clean. Wake your ass up, people. You know what I mean right here? Wow. Catch me on the run. I'm gone.